Hey you guys, this is OffTopicGames, and we're doing a deck profile for you guys. This one's on the maiden infinite loop deck. If you don't know what it is, I can leave a link in the description, but I'll basically go over the deck. Honestly, it's not amazing, but it's very interesting. It's pretty cool. The deck got worse with G-Guardians because I'll show you in a bit, but let's go over the deck list first. For our starter, we run Elmi. I actually run two because it helps for the combo piece, and then your grade 3s will search it out. But what it does is you put in Soul, and if you have a Ranunculus Vanguard, you choose one of your grade 2 or greater units, and then search your deck for a copy, and then at the end of the turn it goes back to your hand, or it bounces back to your hand. So I run two of it. It helps search for your combo pieces, and it's a good card. What's good to know, as for grade 3s, you only run one Asha, so one Ranunculus, but you have your Stride Ranunculuses, so it's okay. For our grade 3s, we run 4 Maiden of Ramley Rose. It's a Legion, that's what it's for. It has an effect. It doesn't matter too much, but the bottom effect matters. On ride, you Soul Blast 2, and you copy a grade 1 or less. So in other words, you usually copy your starter, or if you have the piece, then you copy the piece. But yeah, this is a 4 of. It's basically here for Legion, but its on ride is really good. We run one Asha. Asha is nice to have. It can thin out your deck and do stuff. It's just okay to have. And then 2 mates. It has an on-hit skill. We don't normally use it, but what it does is you Persona Blast, Counter Blast 1. On hit, you top 5 and call 2. For our grade 2s, here's where our combo pieces start. Here's this grade 2. It's a Maiden of Lost Memory. It has an on-hit effect. It's an 8k GB1. Counter Blast 2. When it hits, you draw a card for each of this card on the field, and you unflip for each card on the field that's named this. So what the combo is, you hit with this, you unflip 3 and draw 3. The formation will be 2 in the front row and 1 in the back behind the Vanguard. And yeah, I'll go over the things later. Next is 4 Flower Screen. Flower Screen copies the name. GB1, you put a normal unit back to your deck. It's good because it adds cards to your deck, like pieces that you need, and it makes the infinite combo. Again, I'll go into that later. Lastly, we run 3 Solianas. The original Japanese build put 1 Soliana and 2 the Unlocker grade 2, the Pocker. But it's just a fun deck, and we don't really care about that, so we're just running 3 at the moment. What this card does is Counter Blast 1, Soul Blast 1. If you're on a Ranunculus Vanguard, you copy something, and then this card gets plus 2k. Next, for our grade 1s, we run 100% Orange. It's a regular PG. We run it because you can protect rear guards, and our rear guard's important. That's basically it. Here's another combo piece. It's a promo, Maiden of Sweetberry. It's an axe skill, so you call it, and then you choose up to one of your rear guards, not name this card, search for it, and then put this card back to your deck. So it's another combo piece for the deck, and it's very versatile, so it can search out basically anything. It's a really good card, and you should run 4 of it. The Japanese build did not, but you should run 4 because it's a really good card. Next we run 4 Food Basket Elf. This is the other combo piece for the draw engine. What it does is Counter Blast 1. When this unit boosts a Nectar and it attacks a Vanguard, you can pay the cost, and until the end of the battle, that attack cannot be normal guarded, so you can G-guard and intercept, but you can't normal guard, and then the opponent takes no damage. So you do this with the grade 2, and you draw a lot of cards, and you unflip all the Counter Blast that you used. Scrub. Next we run 2 Stride Fodder, because we Stride in this deck and we need a grade 3s, but Stride Fodders are good. You can also search out our grade 3s, our 1 grade 3, but doesn't matter too much. For our triggers, we run our combo piece, Lizbeth. What the combo basically is you do Lizbeth over and over again. So you call a Lizbeth behind the Vanguard, you call another Lizbeth, activate the Lizbeth skill. So in other words, it blooms and then all the Lizbeths get the skill. But instead you just put it back and you draw a card, because you do not have to put a normal unit back to the deck. and then you just do it infinitely, so it's an infinite loop, and you gain power with the stride that I will mention in the future. Next we run 4 more stands. Although this deck is a combo deck, you run more stands because double stand is a lot stronger than double draw trigger, because double standing a unit means you draw 3 cards instead of 2 extra cards with the draw triggers. So we run 4 stands. And it has an effect that goes back. It doesn't matter too much, but it's an effect. 4 heals, because heals are good. These can screw you over, but G-guarding is nice, so we run these. And 4 draw triggers. These draw triggers look nice, but yeah. For our strides, we run 4 Asha. The first Asha. This card is good because it activates our starter, and then the second stride, we can search a copy of one of the pieces that we need if we need it. Next we run 2 Verano because Verano's, I guess, nice, and there's 16 G zones, so we have room. 3 Multivitamin, you don't need 4, but this is where the infinite loop goes off. What it does is, when a unit is placed on the rear guard, choose up to 3 of your other units with the same name and it gets plus 5k. All those 3 units get plus 5k. Another filler for the deck, it's okay if you need it, it's not that good. But it's a Maiden of Lotus Protector, Lotus Maiden of Yggdrasil. Counterblast 1, Soul Blast 1. If you have a heart with Maiden of, which you should, you choose up to 3 units with Maiden of in the front row. They get the skill where if it hits, you top 5 and search one of the same names as something on your field and you call it, and then they also get plus 5. So a decent card. Then we run 1 on hit, copy something. 1 Sabreeze because our effects are GB. And then 4 Dismals. I might change it to like 3 Dismals, but Dismal helps for the rear guards that we need, our combos. So yeah, the basic point of the deck is to mill out your deck a lot and then infinite loop them. Here's the basic setup that you should have. It doesn't matter what grade 3 you have, really, but it also doesn't really matter what stride you have, but let's say it's this one. So this is the basic field. You should have Counterblast 3, minimum of 3 or 4, preferably 4, or else this combo doesn't work. You need 3 minimum. G-Guardians again makes the combo worse. So what you do is you swing, you boost for Counterblast 1. I'll just have Counterblast here, just 4 heals on the side because we suck at this game. So Counterblast 1, they can't normal guard it. If they no guard, you Counterblast 2, draw 3, and then unflip 3. Then preferably you want to swing the other rear guard first, because if you heal out of the 3 Counterblasts, you're screwed. So you double swing and then you swing the Vanguard. And then if you hit double stand, you draw like 12 cards per turn. So you want to thin out your deck a lot. This is the basic combo. What's good to note is that if you're at 3 Counterblast and they G-guard the first one, you can't have the 3 Counterblasts open for the second rear guard. So you're forced to make them normal guard. And if they take it, it's really good for you. If they guard it, then it really sucks for you because you're out of Counterblast. So that's why G-guarding hurts the decks, and it's not a guaranteed draw. So this deck is super gimmicky. It's not broken or anything, but here's how to get the infinite loop off. Your Vanguard doesn't matter, but you need to be on the stride. Multivitamin. As for your grade 2s, you want Flower Screen in the front. And then your hand's probably a lot, but you want a lot of lizbeths and stuff. So at least you need 1 lizbeth in your on the field, or 2. And then your deck has to consist of only, the end result has to consist of only these and these. I know I have one more somewhere, but basically what you do is you just loop it and go over and over and they get power. Here it is. So you want to calculate, it's kind of hard to do, but you want to calculate how many cards are in the deck and how many cards you're going to draw. Basically, you want your deck to end up something along the lines of this, where all your entire deck is this or this. So basically, you have at least one combo piece in deck. You call this. They get bloom. They all get bloom. So all three of these get +5. And then this will now have a skill where it can go back to the deck. You can put a normal unit back if you want, but regardless, you will draw. So you put this back, shuffle, draw, do it over and over again. And then let's say you get this one. So this one skill is you choose one of your other units, not name this card, and you copy it. So it's the same thing. You just summon him, target this, call this, and call it back, and you just do it over and over again. What's hard about this deck is you have to get to that point. So you do have to do some math and calculation and kind of like assume where you are in the thing, and that's basically how the deck works. The strategy behind this deck for Japan, they made it so you don't give them Counterblast, and you do it twice. You do the infinite loop twice to guarantee kill them. That's extremely hard because they do have an option to push back, and it's generally hard to not give them Counterblast at all. But that is what the strategy tends to be, but it doesn't really happen in real life because a lot of people can just not call rear guards, or you can get screwed by healing, etc, etc, etc. But yeah, that's the deck. Again, it's not a really strong deck because G-Guardians came out, and in general it's kind of gimmicky. But overall, it's a really cool deck if you guys want to try it. Soon we'll have like a matchup on it, maybe in the future, hopefully. And yeah, so if you enjoyed, please like and subscribe. If you have any comments, questions, concerns, please leave on the description. And you guys should always check out our Facebook page and Twitter in the description. Links will be down below, and I'll see you all later.